One of the unchanging qualities in lions is courage and pride. The male lion lives a very difficult life from a young age, which turns him into a moving killing machine. This is due to the intimidation and difficult situations these cubs face from strange lions trying to enter and take over the pride. Severe conflicts occur between lions, which can lead to the dominance of intruding lions and consequently the killing of young cubs. But the lion we are gonna speak about today is totally different. But before we start, like this video so that many people may see it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel from that red button down below. This situation continues until they become young adults and try to protect the pride from enemies. However, as time passes, when these lions reach the age of 2, 3, or 4 years at most, the dominant lion of the pride expels them all. Consequently, these young lions are forced to engage in fierce battles with lions from other prides to gain control. They often lose these battles in the first 2 years due to lack of experience and not having fought before. Until they gain skills and can impose their influence on another pride, to prepare themselves to protect the pride from young and roaming lions. It's a closed circle of fighting that is very difficult, full of strength and pride. After discussing the characteristics of lions, what are the traits of the lion considered the undisputed legend among all lions? Scarface is the name of the lion with a scar above his right eye, who lived in the Maasai Mara wilderness on the Tanzanian border. It's a reserve inhabited by cheetahs, lions, tigers, elephants, and hippos, and this is where the legendary story of the iconic lion Scarface begins. Scar's story begins when he was 2 years old, which is the minimum age at which lions start, as we mentioned earlier, and when the dominant male begins to expel and chase the male lions at that age. Although 2 years is a very early age to lead a pride of lions, the case for Scarface was different as he was known to be a legendary lion. As we said earlier, at this stage, lions do not have fighting experience. But Scarface's genes and appearance were completely different from any other lion, which made him a monster at a young age, especially due to the abundance of thick black hair he had, which was almost more than his father's. However, his genes indicated that he was a monster ahead of his age. This made his father sense danger from him and expel him early before the supposed age. Indeed, the dominant father attacked to expel the young monster from the pride. But here came the first surprise where Scarface defeated the older lion, his father, and expelled him from the pride, who had more fighting experience than him. However, Scarface's victory led to a change in many known expectations for lions at this young age. When a new lion comes and attacks a pride and wins, he kills all the small cubs. However, Scar didn't do that and didn't kill any of his siblings or other lions as would have happened if a strange lion had attacked the pride. A rare family relationship began to form in the pride, more connected, and Scarface began to dominate. He managed to recruit 3 of his brothers to fight with him and defend the pride and its territories, which provided greater protection for the pride because 4 lions were protecting the pride, not just one. This led to the expansion of the pride's areas and land area. The name Scarface didn't come by chance but has its own story. This name was given to him by tourists who visit the reserve and go on safari tours. Scarface had a distinctive and majestic appearance in controlling his pride, in addition to the dark hair color, which indicates strength, and that scar above his eye made his appearance distinctive among visitors. The beautiful thing is that this lion was extremely gentle with humans and not harmful at all, and not a single case was recorded where he attacked humans. Therefore, tourists would stop to take souvenir photos with him and his brother's hunter, Sikio, and Marani. As for this scar, it dates back to 2012 when Scarface was between 4 and 5 years old. This was the year when Scar was surprised by an attack from 6 roaming young lions who were certainly expelled from their pride as well. Skirmishes began, and they tried to take control of his pride. When they attacked his territory and his pride, Scar, with the help of his brothers, confronted the lions. Despite being outnumbered, they repelled them, and Scar alone managed to kill 2 lions. But he didn't stop there. He and his brothers chased the remaining 4. Because the areas controlled by the pride were very large, they touched the areas of the locals. Therefore, during the chase, they reached the locals' areas, and the livestock were frightened. The locals thought it was a lion attack on the livestock, so they confronted them with spears and traditional weapons. All the lions fled except Scarface, who stood his ground and was hit by a spear above his eye. At that time, Scar didn't attack the people because he didn't consider them enemies, as he was used to these creatures coming to him, taking pictures with him, and giving him food. So we can assert that he thought the locals were chasing the other lions, but hit him by mistake. This is based on the analysis of Dr. Limo, the veterinarian in the reserve, who is the doctor who followed up with the reserve after the many reports received from the locals, through the cameras spread throughout the reserve. As for those responsible for the reserve, they were concerned with treating Scarface's wound because they realized that it could infect the wound and lead to the death of the legendary lion. Therefore, they went with veterinarians, then sedated and treated him, and he was able to regain his strength and return to lead the pride again. Scar fought more than 100 battles in his life and was the only recorded case of an adult lion killing a hippopotamus alone. He continued to control the pride for more than 12 years, which is a very large number compared to the usual period of 3 to 5 years normally. But because of Scar's strength and the help of his brothers, the pride remained cohesive and continuous throughout this period. Scar's wonders continue until the last day of his life, including the continuation of his fangs until the end of his life, which is unusual because usually the male's fangs fall out at the end of their lives, making them unable to eat and tear prey, and thus their inevitable death. This is the end of Africa's iconic lions, but I have the questions for you. Do you think we may see a lion has the same threats as Scar? If you like this video, like it, and subscribe to the channel to get notified when publishing something new, and please leave a comment down below and tell us your opinion about this episode. See you in the next video. Peace.